Okay, welcome back, and I guess it is time for party to celebrate the murder of dozens of goblins who may or may not have deserved it. I'm not so sure they should encourage Bobby like this.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here...
I hate it.
I hate it. This is awful.
Saving lives is awful?
We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine. Pfft.
Is the wine really that bad?
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful.
But you sure wanted that bottle back quick.
All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
Knowing you, certainly.
Don't be so sour. I like a good time as much as anyone. You know, we could always make our own entertainment, darling. Get a little closer, so to speak.
Absolutely not. I'm not gonna go with I'd rather pet a goblin. That's really mean.
And here I mistook you for someone with taste. A pity.
Oh.
But have it your way. I'm happy to entertain you myself.
Let's not overshare. Okay, Bobby, leave the man alone. What's lyzael got to say?
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
Thanks.
I smell their blood on you still. I smell your sweat. I mean to taste it.
Are you asking for sex?
Sex. A night such as this calls for flesh to feast
she wants
on.
to eat my flesh.
And I have chosen the sweetest.
Oh, Bobby. You better not say no. She might beat you up.
Yes. When you lie down for the night, I will come. And I will take what is mine.
Bobby.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Oh, thank goodness. Hey, Maul, what's up? Totally not horny, Maul.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know.
Thank you for being normal.
And that sounds like the wine drowning your
I've
wits.
had a little. I think I need more.
Enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price,
very enterprising of you. Keep those bottles close. I think I'm gonna need it. I think lyzael needs to kill me and eat my flesh. But I think she would kill me if I refused. Oh, poor Bobby.
I wouldn't mind if you let them stay.
Some of them
Just a
can,
thought.
but some of them, they gotta go.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
I may be the hero in this camp, but in other camps, I'm a villain.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired.
Oh, no.
Thinking of writing my next song about you.
Wait, what?
But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Not really. How about courage? Have you seen this body? Honestly, I'd rather you didn't. If I hear my name in a song, your life is full. Oh my goodness. Number 5 is harsh. Have you seen this body?
One raunchy ballad coming up.
Go on. The others will kill me if I keep you all to myself.
Aha! There you are! Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night.
What are you planning? By this you mean...
Why, your naming. Quite
but my name's Bobby.
That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre.
My nom who?
Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all.
So I already have a name. It's Bobby. I like Bobby.
A wonderful one indeed. But your deeds loom larger than life now, my friend. You simply must have a title to match.
Full of thump, get arm.
Exactly wrong, my friend. I urge you to leave the fact-finding to experts.
What's wrong with Voldemort?
Now, back to your revels. I have some details of your victory to rearrange.
If you were gonna pick one, why did you ask me anyway?
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me.
Oh, okay.
We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
Halson doesn't want nothing to do with me. That's good. Why aren't you drinking, though? No? Take your own advice?
Later, perhaps.
Yeah, drink.
Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry.
I've got a line on a couple extra bottles, Halson. How much gold do you have?
Here.
Oh, goodness. Hey, Gale.
Beautiful night,
totally
don't you think?
Don't want my flesh, right?
Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of the celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
Sounds awesome. Are you talking about your cat?
By a Geralt,
of course not.
Nose. No. Tara is not any cat. She's a
so it is a cat.
Given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, and locked myself in my tower for an entire year.
The whole year?
I was inconsolable. Wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I'd given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life.
I did too.
After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve.
Why are you whispering? She sounds very smart.
Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat.
Yeah, they can use magic.
There's a steeliness in you. An unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak.
Waiting around an
Find
empty
mortal
tower
friends
for you
instead
to
of hanging
return.
on to Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope.
She sounds like a fine animal. It's a druid thing. I gotta take it.
Oh, she'll love you. So long as you don't rub her belly.
What?
She hates it when anyone does that.
But... not as much as I hate talking about cats.
Not an animal lover. Nobody's perfect, I suppose. Nonetheless, your finer qualities are remarkably plentiful.
I'm tired of all you people being horny.
Suffice it to say, I think rather a lot
Bobby's
of you.
not cool with that.
And there aren't many on this plane who I'd give such
I've
high
already
praise.
been bullied into one encounter. I'm flattered.
One doesn't become the most powerful archmage in Waterdeep and
Poor
lover to
Bobby.
the goddess
Bobby's
of
in
magic
trouble.
herself by having low standards. I assure you, when I tell someone they're wonderful, I mean it.
I think half the camp's looking at
And
Bobby
you
like he's a piece of
are
meat.
wonderful.
Man, he is incredibly handsome.
Wine is to wit as meat is to...
Right?
There I go then, proving your point.
So
Perhaps we'd better leave
I'm
it at
gonna
that.
go now.
My eloquent tongue isn't worthy of your ear at present. Go. Indulge in the
Yes, I do not
frivolities.
want your tongue in my
They're good
ear.
for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
If you hear me screaming later, please save me.
I should speak up. Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly
Probably
turnip.
Try not to get too close.
I need to dance.
No, you need to sit
No.
down.
No, I need to lie down.
Bex has had a little too much. Keep an eye on her there, Dennis. Well, what's Will doing over here by himself? What are you doing, Will?
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
What are you doing sulking over here?
Oh, the blade doesn't sulk. I was just reflecting on what has happened and not wanting to be Mr. Serious at a celebration.
It sounds like... what's on your mind?
In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party.
Well, you're the devil we know.
Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see. And the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so
Will, was that a
monstrous.
joke? You don't unsettle me. You're exaggerating.
Ouch. You don't need to mock me
He
when
didn't
I'm
like
feeling
Bobby
low.
commenting his
But
horns.
off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
I wish you were there, but I'll respect your need for peace.
Sometime alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise.
No, I don't think those horns are going away.
Still,
Your old self's gone.
It's a night to remember.
Don't say that,
You've
Bobby.
made sure of that.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Who's going to give you a home? I don't imagine Withers has much to say. Oh, Scratch is getting all the scritches.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
This man sounds like a realist. You should join them, have a pint or few. Look at Bobby being a bad influence. Looks like you're getting drunk, dude.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Yes, quite. Hey, Karlak, what's going on?
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us.
They're happy because of the wine.
It's nice
and they're
to be
drinking
somewhere
wine
where good
because
is
of
still
us.
possible. Speaking of, I hate to butt in, but I've seen the way you and lyzael have been looking at each other.
She threatened to eat my
I like
flesh.
her, and I bet she's a wildcat
I was
after
afraid
midnight.
to say no.
But I'm just not sure I trust her.
Me either.
yet. Mind yourself.
Yeah, will you keep an ear out?
But hey, at least some of us are getting a little
Oh.
action. Though, you know, if you wanted to meet up later, maybe we could meet up later.
Like after lyzael? What? Bobby, you better not do that. Hey! Bobby, oh my
Really?
god.
I mean, great.
What are you doing?
I'll
Bobby?
come find you when the others have gone to bed. Wait up for me, all right?
She's gonna burn you alive, Bobby. What are you doing?
Yes.
One's gonna eat you, the other one's gonna burn you alive. Maybe Karlach will burn you, then they'll eat you. Oh, Lord.
This party's a bit more bearable, thanks to
Heck
that
yeah,
pint.
have another. I need a whole keg. Bobby is just a sucker for peer pressure.
Everyone seems to be
He
in
can't
high
say no.
spirits. I saw you with
Well,
Karlach.
he can't say no.
You two
He
looked
didn't say no to
cozy. Far be it
Not
from me
you
to
too,
judge.
Shadowheart.
Blood must still be running a little hot after everything.
Well, Shadowheart's not as
Strange.
physically intimidating
You
as
know who I
Karlach
never
and
thought I'd find
lyzael
myself
are.
caring for.
Yeah, I think Bobby kind of likes Karlach more.
I
He's
think
scared
you'll
of
find I've been
lyzael.
showing ample concern for myself since the moment we met. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
What's so odd? Don't get used to it. Sounds like the wine talking. Not so odd.
That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me?
Yeah.
I won't keep you long. I gather you've already made plans with someone for your
But if you
evening.
hear me screaming, by all means, come check on me.
There. Some liquid courage. And try
More,
to get
please.
some rest too if
More.
you can. Tomorrow's another day.
She's always telling me to go to bed. I'm scared to go to bed now. People are coming for me when I go to bed. lyzael, do we have to?
Soon. When
Oh.
you rest, I will come.
Okay, I guess that's a yes. I thought maybe she would have forgot. Hey, Karlach.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Can't wait for bedtime. See you soon.
Oh, Jesus. What have I done? Bobby. Bobby, you're in trouble. One of these ladies is going to kill you. Maybe you should have just went with the Starion. At least you know he's just going to bite you and drink your blood. I think we've talked to everybody. We talked to Zevlor, didn't we?
Go on, do your rounds.
I think I did.
But if they hand you something purple, don't drink it. I think they got into Ethel's potions.
No. Not Ethel. She's not here. Good
There's always
thing.
work for a guard.
I think she's a witch.
Sing at the Elephant Tavern.
If the owner has any sense, they'll hire you on the spot.
More alcohol. More. All the alcohol. This might be Bobby's last night on Earth. I guess we need to put a little food in there. Maybe I'll just do a cube supply. That makes it easy.
The buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek?
Oh gosh, you probably better do lyzael so she doesn't kill you. Karlach seems like she would murder you for standing her up.
Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
Gith train relentlessly. We know our bodies inside and out.
Make sure it's not a trap, Bobby. That's right. Check your corners. Oh no.
Let me show you. Close your eyes and submit.
Submit? Oh gosh, Bobby, you're in trouble. Just do what she says and maybe she'll kill you quick. Oh, scary. Take a bite out of his neck.
A pause, and then the flicker of a tongue across your neck.
Open.
Okay. Just his eyes, right?
Taste.
Do as she asks. I don't think you can call it off now. She'd definitely murder you. Seems like she doesn't really want to eat your flesh.
Good. Lower.
Bobby. Oh my gosh. They grow up so fast, don't they?
You
oh, he's still alive.
In pain. Your back, your hands, even your tongue ache.
It's time to rise. Dawn is upon us.
Thank you for not murdering Bobby. Yeah, we should go.
Every breath, every blink proves exhausting. A long day awaits you.
Put your clothes back on, Bobby.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved.
Yes, sir.
It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
What's so dangerous?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
Terrible. What do you suggest?
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers. Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne.
It's hard to tell where
One of the
Eridan
adventurers
left
had a
off.
clue
He's
to help
a
find
jerk
it.
and always
A
yelling.
dwarf called Brian. It might still be found on his corpse, wherever the goblins left it.
I never thought I'd say this, but it sounds Underdark is safer.
Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
Well, let's go then.
May Sylvanas guide us.
Do not be so impatient to move on as Halsin. As ever, the Githyanki Kresh remains our priority.
Oh, yeah. We better take the nice lady to the Kresh so she doesn't kill us.
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult.
Subterfuge, is it?
Agreed. A bit of shiny armor doesn't impress me that much. I don't want to get taken in by a pretty offer and pay the price later on.
I'm glad you're not mad about last night. Chip, just probably should just go.
My good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
What do you know about mind flayers, Volo?
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halsin had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see.
I don't think it was a replica.
As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you?
Mind flayer planted a larvae.
That's
in my
quite
brain.
impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now.
So.
You? Infected by a mind flare? Ridiculous.
Yeah, because nothing you've ever
Isn't
said is
it?
ridiculous. Examine me, find out yourself.
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods!
Quit shouting, can you help?
I mean, yes. I suppose I can.
How are you going to help?
I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Not sure where.
Ever since we shared each other's flesh, I've caught you looking at me with lidded eyes. And either like a coward or a fool, you
Bobby,
tremble.
what are you doing?
Perhaps the parasite has weakened you. Or perhaps you still long for my taste.
I think Bobby liked it. He looks like he liked it.
I never promised more than a night. Though I can't deny
Bobby,
the lure
he
of
liked
your
it.
taste. Sweet, yes. But also bitter as ginger.
He is a ginger. He's got red hair. It gets better the more you experience it.
Like the shield bearer and pikeman must train to march their formation in tandem. Very well. I will claim you once you have taken to rest.
Only if you promise to cuddle afterwards. You better not go with that one. She don't seem that type. Oh my goodness. Bobby got a taste of something he can't get enough of, apparently. As long as we don't have to watch again.
Lyzael appears at your bunk, her eyes raging with desire. You suspect you won't be getting much
Bobby,
sleep
you
tonight.
dog. Oh, good. I don't have to watch it. I think maybe Volo's ready to look at my eye now. I was skipping ahead a day to get this to happen.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the
The
cozy
lyzael
setup you
thing
have
was
here.
just kind of
I'll just make
a
myself
happy
comfortable.
accident.
Thank you so much.
Happy for Bobby. Has your research turned up anything that might help?
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable.
Awesome.
It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic.
Are you
after all.
uncannily adroit with it? Oh my god! That's quite a needle. Are you... Wait. How many times have you done this before? I have it on good
You won't find a more
authority
learned opinion
that's
on this matter, I assure you.
not... Oh gosh. Okay, do it.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes
That's
open
quite
and
big,
begins
isn't it?
to prod uncertainly
Ah!
with the needle.
Oh no.
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and
Oh.
socket. Volo frowns and begins
No!
to push.
Bobby! Clench your fist. Oh, Jesus!
Pain shoots through
trying
your
to
body
kill you.
as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think
Oh my god!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking
How's
the nerve
Bobby
like
just
a
laying
heartstring.
there?
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way.
It's
I
his
shall need a
skull!
more robust implement.
Hold as still as possible
Volo
so he
carefully
doesn't kill you.
withdraws the needle from your
Jesus!
eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he
Oh my
produces an
god,
ice
he
pick.
can't be serious! Look what you've done already!
Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now hold your breath.
Don't.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then tap, tap,
Oh!
I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a
No!
little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
Drat.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
Oh, poor Bobby, holy shit! Bobby needs to learn how to say no. Oh my god. Bobby.
There appears to be an amount of...
No shit! My eye went into the mud! You knocked my bloody eye out! I can't see!
Yes, quite.
I can't see!
Well,
What's the
some
problem?
mild trauma. I can't help but feel partly responsible.
You're 100%
Perhaps there is
responsible!
something more I can
What
do.
the hell is this partly stuff? Bobby's so fucking gullible and you took advantage of that. Oh, it's
Take
a new
this.
eye. Look at that.
A far superior relic to that old jelly you were changed to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice
Wait,
to have
where you
met
going?
I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one
You're just
way or
gonna
another.
leave now?
Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend.
What do you mean? Jesus. He took off running quick. See invisibility. Well, a bleeding eye. You're, yeah. You can see invisible creatures within 30 feet. Permanent condition. Oh, nice. At least we got something for being tortured. Will, you saw that shit and didn't do
Welcome
nothing.
to the League of the Lone Eye,
The League of the Lone Eye.
Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking
Right.
and prodding.
You just let
but
it
I
happen.
promise, you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye.
Yeah, I kind of like the sound of that. Mystique. Yeah. Thanks, Will. I feel better.
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
I see the blade of frontiers. Freak of nature. Oh my god, that's just not nice.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns.
All
the
right,
people
well,
will see
I think that's
a
about
curiosity.
all we're gonna have
Maybe
time
even
for
a
this
beast
episode.
hungry
I
for
hope
their
you
souls.
enjoyed.
But I will slay their monsters.
Bobby
Keep them
unable to
safe.
say no to
And one day they will see
some peer
the
pressure,
blade of
but
frontiers again.
successfully say no to others. Hopefully he's learned some lessons, and we'll see you in the next one.